So, we last left off, I was still gathering parts to prepare for the final, quote-unquote, final quest against Xeno'jiiva. However, there were some things I wanted to get equipment-wise first. Namely, something that does decent dragon damage. Pretty sure I don't have many decorations that would help me for that fight. But I'll just work with whatever I have. Oh, I acknowledged this earlier, but different layout. Thanks to Daniku for giving me the framework for the background. I'm at least going to give this like a couple streams just to see how things work out. I logged on with the wrong character. Show you how much attention I'm paying to this. Yeah, my character that I was doing the streams with definitely doesn't have 516 defense. Although that gives you kind of an idea of where I am with my main character. I did do the behemoth missions. All of them except for the optional one that you get after the first time you kill it. There's the right character. I hope that's not an omen of things to come. As far as my forgetfulness goes, at least. Oh, I should tell about how my behemoth mission went. So, it was me and 3 other randoms. For those of you who don't know, the behemoth mission goes in 4 phases. And it all takes place in the Elder Recess. The first phase is in that area with all the crystals overhead that you can shoot them and they fall down on your targets. The second phase is where I believe it starts adding lightning attacks to its repertoire, and it's in just the next area over, out in front of where you can enter the volcano. And then the third section, I'm going to need these for when I'm fighting. And where are my nullberries? There they are. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. The third section happens... you know that area where Nergigante will sometimes hang out in, where it has all the slopes going down that you can use to launch? It'll go in there, and then in the fourth phase it goes back to Nergigante's lair. Each time you go through these areas, you gotta make sure not to get hit with basically its super move. I can't even remember the name of it. I just remember seeing the sky turn red and start to open up, and going, oh shit, and then ducking behind one of the comets that fell. I am looking for Elder Dragons. There you are. So, first 2 phases went okay. I should note that for those of you who don't know, the Behemoth mission, the special assignment that's part of the storyline, and the optional one that you get afterward, has a 35-minute time limit. Which time limits like that aren't really anything new. In the older Monster Hunter games, you had that time limit working against you when you fought any of the Elder Dragons. This is part of why I'm not as intimidated by most of the Elder Dragons in the game, because you have the full 50 minutes to fight them. Just making sure my wish list is up to date. Okay, good. Where was I? Oh yeah, you have the only 35 minutes for the Behemoth mission, and things were going okay. I think when we got to the third phase, we had one person who fainted, and you have the limit of 3 in the final mission. I know that when it does the initial one, where you're just repelling Behemoth, you can faint up to 9 times, but in the final one, it's just 3. So, we're in the third phase. Things are generally going alright. One of the guys mounts the Behemoth and then disconnects. The Behemoth just kind of froze in place for a little bit. And then we had to kind of regroup and figure out what the hell we were doing. Because the Behemoth fight is quite different from other monsters. It's kind of modeled after Final Fantasy 15, as you might expect. But, actually, let me make sure... Not just misremembering its weak. Fire and Dragon, right. So, one person has to be the person that is taking the brunt of Behemoth's attacks. Keeping aggro, basically. Pair that with my others. I think this is the best option. So, basically you're designating who's going to be the meat shield, who is going to be the DPS, and who is going to be the healer. And I just sort of wound up being the DPS, but realistically everyone was being the healer. And another responsibility other than DPS is Behemoth will cast a spell called Charybdis, which when he casts it on you, you'll see a cyclone starting to form around you. It takes a little bit to cast, but when it does, a massive cyclone, kind of like what Kushaladhara does, will pop up around you. I'm going to take these just in case. When that cloud pops up, you cannot get rid of it. It stays there for a very, very long time. And he will continue casting Charybdis several times. So if you don't stop him, yeah, the entire battlefield will just fill up with cyclones. And those cyclones do damage you a fair bit, in addition to just throwing you around the map. Can't remember if it walks out here first, or if I still have to go in there and pull him out. Oh, there he is. Like a decayed swan coming through the tunnel of love. Gonna back off because he's gonna roar. Or I'll have to get his attention. Pull him over here. There you go. Here. Ah, shit. Quite far enough. Oh, now you're certainly close enough. Up that. Good enough. It'd have to be so far away. Sorry, I'm really trying to focus on breaking the head this time. I don't think I'm forgetting anything from the behemoth fight. Oh, when I got to the final stage, someone fainted, so it was nervous times for everyone, because if one more person fainted, that would have been it. Pulled it off, though. So, pretty happy about that. Should have held on to this in case... shit. In case the fluvial buildup got to me. Okay. I'll probably have to fight this thing a couple of times. Good job. That accomplished nothing. Find something a little unnerving about that sound that he made. The one right before he makes the bat. Okay, good thing my vitality managed to go up. I got a flinch out of him. I don't have a shortcut for my mantle. I'm gonna have to fix that. That. Excellent. Nervous area to fight this in because of that blue stuff. That is basically acid. The hell away. Lure him out of that cloud. Yeah, love bug. Top lane traps. Isn't nearly as helpful as you seem to think it is. Bad. Should have just used a max potion. Get out, get out. Okay. Okay, I would have landed square in the blue if that did go through. And if he didn't attack and I was stuck in a stun animation, that might have killed me. They can drain you fast. Like he's going to be half in, half out of that stuff. And no, it doesn't really affect him. You gonna knock me back? Yes. I think this is going okay so far. Hoping that I break the face soon. Otherwise, I may have to take extra lengths to get that to happen. I'm gonna have to reorganize my item wheel because it's different from what I've used to on my main character. So if I just go by muscle memory, I am going to really fuck things up. Oh geez, I don't think I've seen this turf war. I have not seen that before. Oh geez. Save that for later. Otogaron left the locale. I wonder why. when you fight this thing, you want to be running to its left. Because when it fires off that beam, it'll always shoot to its right first. Oh, fuck. Okay, good. Stopped it. Nice, nice, nice. I don't know if that was Love Bug or one of those undead Gyros things that did it, but I'm happy it happened. Yes. Before I go all the way through, I'm going to stir flash pods up. Good. Always make sure your blade is sharpened, or your ammo accounted for. Gonna be close. Okay. And really? I think not. Knock back. Pull him away from there. If we can. Nope, he's just gonna do that. A little more. There you go. Yep. I think I got the head. Yes! Oh no. Safety first. Something broke. Can't tell what. Maybe it was one of his claws. Here. You do this every time. I really should have learned by now. Oh yeah, one of his claws is broken. Just saw it for a moment. And take my vitality nettle off now since it's pretty much gone. Okay, good to go. I almost forgot the flash pods. You know what I did forget though? Got carve the tail. Oh shit. Oh, good. I'm not gonna say I did that intentionally. I was just trying to finish up my attack and get away from the blast. Knock back? Yep. Both the claws are broken now. Oh, that accomplished nothing. Not going to be able to stop him. Might as well take this time to regroup. Of course you. Should have done this before, but at least we're doing it at all. And I've got all the disease skills I need. Just hope the other item drops are as generous. Doubtful, considering I think scale is one of the more common ones. Like all berries in section. Alright. Hey, I remembered to roll to the side this time, so I didn't get caught in that. Did I break a wing or something? Alright. Figured he didn't have too much health left. Why'd you give me nothing but disease scales? Hey, combo breaker. Oh, something I haven't gotten with this character yet. Hope there's enough time for this. Yeah, counted. How to do that a few more times. I got a Hazak gem. I was not expecting to see that at all with this character. Don't think any of those gems are going to help me in the short term. Hey, record large. But if I start doing other stuff with this character, maybe. Or is that assuming I just don't switch over to my main? Got everything happening here right now. What are the things I can deliver? That. Oh, it's the summer event stuff. I'm going to look past that for now. Level 2, so I can actually tell what the rewards are. Although not necessarily their rarity. I feel like that they added that as an in-game thing instead of, you know, constantly having to go over to the Wikia and look up the odds. It was the Tail Raider that was here. Let's picked up a couple things I either didn't have before or didn't have much of. Ooh. Okay, happy with that. What? Give me some Kelby parts. In this, I should really check the workshop and see just how many parts I need left for that weapon. Do it yet. What? Oh, jeez. We may be here a while. For whatever reason, I really struggle getting fangs off of this monster. Even when I break the stuff that I'm supposed to break, I don't get them. I mean, I can try. I do really want that sword. Broken Valhazak Fang. Doesn't really happen with me for some reason. That first one was a good warm-up. Let's go for it again. Oh, hoping Carver Low gets me something good. If it works at all. Okay, good. I think this is all I need. Try to go into Elder Dragon fights with my inventory pretty light. Although before I forget, I'm gonna fix up this radial menu a bit. Make that less flare. That Melody Man. Will become powder. Ooh. The wait, no, max potion. Will be null berries. Ooh. Antidotes. Flash pot. Okay, I'm much more comfortable with that setup. I have everything I need for Elder Dragon fights on those two radial menus, and divided in a way that makes sense to me. Do I have any decorations I could use for this? Well, I could use miasma jewels. But the only one I had? I think so. Technically, I'm going in stronger than I was before. So this... Actually, I don't think it's possible to get 4 fangs off of this thing in one fight. We may have to do this again. Well, forgot. Looking at the radial menu so much, I lost track of where I was going. Let's grab these now. Figure this out. No, he's just gonna storm through there later on. I need something to do while I wait for him to cross through the tunnel of love, basically. I know I said that earlier. But you see, when you repeat jokes, they get funnier. Alright, that did not take long. Man, he put up no fight during that section. Get you over here. Or are you gonna just... Oh, you actually are going to run over. Gotcha. Kind of hoping I could hold off on that until more significant attack, but take what I can get in Elder Dragon fights. Over here. Ah, I got greedy. Part of me felt like that went about the same as the first time. Oh, don't even start with me. I think I broke a claw. I think it's angry. I was slow on that one, but I eventually got it. Only the head is broken now. I have a physical buildup to deal with. Okay, so far so good. Gotta keep remembering, check my flash pods, check my sharpness, check my health. I think I'll be lucky enough to have Otogaron walk in and just get the life sucked out of it again. Get me the fuck out of here. Alright. Oh, here we go. Of course you would. Oh, really? You're gonna duck out of 2 of those now? Oh, don't forget this time. Again, Otogaron just immediately bolts after that happens. I don't blame him. Oh, just out of range of the nudge. Try and pull it over here. Should have known. Could be bad. Phew. Side dive timing down. Oh shit. Ah, damn it. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, I know you like that attack, but still. You know what excess means. Oh, really? My Vitality Mantle is good to go. Oh, come on. Three in a row, really? Oh shit. Quite limping yet. What? Ah. Every drop I'm hoping is a fang. And it never is. What? Oh, I'm getting knocked back. Yep. Oh, you don't. Sounds like enough problems. Oh, that absolutely should have hit me. Ah, shit. Axe. Damn it. Get you yet, Valhazak. Shaking my fist at the TV so hard. Good job, dumbass. Good job, dumbass. Pronounced Dumas. Oh. Use that. Just clip by the edge of it. Alright, that's 2 dead Valhazaks. This one gives me any fangs. I don't even know if I got fangs from that last one that I killed. I broke the head on that one too. Reminds me of the old Monster Hunter superstition about like where you carved mattered. It really didn't. And when I say mattered, I mean mattered as in if you weren't carving near the head, you wouldn't get fangs or eyes or horns that grew out of there. I'm not talking about like, hold on, let's see what I got. This is what I'm talking about. No fangs at all. I'm going to be an expert level researcher in this, and I'm still not going to have any fangs. Anyway, I'm not talking about like Gen Moran monsters, where there are actually 2 different places on the monster you can carve from. You could carve from the body, and then you could carve from the mouth. The logical research guy is going to talk about. Yeah, of course. Wait, let me see the hunter's notes. I want to see if it'll tell me drop rates. Only 2 stars for Valhazak fangs. You know what the sad thing is? I got a gem the last fight. And those are rarer than the fang. Also, fang is not considered a quest reward. Why? Why, of all things, are fangs so hard to find for this one monster? I just want to keep that going, as long as I'm going to keep indiscriminately using flash bombs. Pods. I still keep... They've been called flash bombs for so long that now I'm not used to calling them pods. I'll tell you what. If I don't get any fangs on this go-around with Valhazak, I'm just going straight to Xeno'jiiva. Because I cannot keep doing this. It's going to be like the time I just fought Oregon over and over and over, and just got completely sick of it. Oh yeah, following those. At some point I'm just going to have to do a session where I go back and... Oh, I'm missing Flashfly. At some point I'm going to have to just do a session where I go on an expedition and do nothing but collect berries and bugs and herbs and stuff like that. I was already equipped, but Torch Pod still takes priority. I always have these times where I try to race here to find Valhazak before it starts walking around out to the next area. I never get it. I think the closest I came was when I got dropped into this area one time on a high rank expedition. I was being way too aggressive at the start. Outside, I have an excuse to do that. Of course you would. I couldn't actually see what I was stabbing for a moment. Far enough away, good. Well, that just barely clipped the tail. Interrupted it. Oh, thought I got the full force of that attack, but nope. Let's get you away from that. You're gonna run off. Thing must be done. Don't turn your tail and run. Don't pout. Just do it. Oh, gee. I haven't actually broken anything on this yet. I'm just waiting for one of those claws to go. Right along the edge of that. Oh, the torch pod's equipped. Got it. At least I got one of those full charges off. Completely whiffed that one. Oh, this is bad. There. Crisis averted. For now. And Otto Garen didn't get to get bitch slapped in this one. Oh, what? Make up your mind, Valhazak? Oh, that was a bad time for that to run out. All right. Want your fangs, damn it. Yes. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I'm getting nudged. Oh, just barely not, I guess. Oh shit. Hopefully I can get the tail in the next area. Then I will have all my bases covered as far as breakable parts, I think. At least the ones I care about. I have not nearly as many... Oh? I was saying, I've not used nearly as many flash pods as I have previous run. Good time to switch to my flash pod. Oh, you don't. That's your punishment. Oh, I'm gonna get nudged. Ugh. Stop it. Just go. Dangerous. I can't believe that worked. And now I'm getting nudged back. Ah, shit. Oh, God. I'll let you off the hook this time. I've had scales, I've had membranes. Off the tail. I bet it's a tail. How did I know? Are there any health bars for the monsters? No, there are not health bars for the monsters in this. There pretty much never have been in Monster Hunter. You can tell when it's about to die when it starts limping around. Also, when you know enough about the monster, you collect enough tracks for them, a little skull will appear next to their icon on the map, indicating they are really low on health. You can also use that for if you want to trap the monster instead of just outright kill it, but you cannot trap elder dragons, so we're going for the kill. By the way, hi sliced bread number 4. Hey, perfect. See, that's always the plan when you sleep bomb something, but rarely actually works out that way. So, pretty happy about that. Carve anything. Anything that I need. Okay, what the fuck? Not only is this game giving me everything except what I don't want from the monsters, it is giving me the super rare materials while I don't need them. Although technically that is the first law of Monster Hunter. If you don't need it, the game will give you it. When you do need it, the game won't give you it. Never played the game, have it pre-ordered on PC. Oh. I was debating getting the PC version of this, because I know it's going to be modded to hell and back. But I've already made so much progress on this that I feel like I gotta stick with it. I got a fang. Oh jeez. Well. Only took 3 tries, but I got a fang. Now, is there anything else you want to know about the game? Or should I just let you figure it out on your own? Because Like, are you completely new to Monster Hunter? Or have you played some of the other ones? I mean, personally speaking, is there a level system? Hmm, if you're talking about uh, like a level system as in leveling up and then getting your stats higher as a result, no. All of your stats in this game are directly tied to whatever armor you're wearing and whatever decorations you set into your armor. Like, if I were to take this character I'm playing now and just put them in leather armor, their defense there would be the same as if they were Hunter rank 1 and wearing leather armor. So basically, the crux of the game is just uh, continuously upgrading your armor and your weapon. And not necessarily just one weapon, because as you'll see here, I'm a longsword user, and I have 5 different longswords on this one. On my main character, I have over 30 different longswords. That's partly because I'm a completionist, and I think, wait, I don't have this sword? Well, I gotta get it. Completely new to the game. Oh, jeez. Well, I would say if you're going to start with a Monster Hunter, World is a pretty good one to start with, because it fixes a lot of the things that kind of annoyed Monster Hunter players for a while, that they just never did anything about. Like, just for example, to gather anything in the older Monster Hunters, you would have to come to a complete stop at a gathering point, hit a button, let an animation play out, and then you would get one of that item. And you have to do that over and over. Whereas in this one, aside from like mining spots, if you're just trying to gather a bug or something, you'll just grab it as you're moving. And even in this one, the animations for mining and picking up stuff from bone piles is way faster. I think you want to use the insect glaive. Oof. I have a couple of friends that play insect glaive, and it takes a little getting used to, but there's a lot you can do with it. Namely, the vault, so that you can mount monsters easier. I remember when the insect glaive first came out in a Monster Hunter game, when you tried playing online with randoms, at least 2 people would always be using the insect glaive. Oh, thanks Sliced Bread for the follow. Because the insect glaive was just introduced in that game, and as such they kind of didn't adjust for the fact that people were just going to vault over and over and mount the monsters over and over. Difficult, but the playstyle is like nothing I've seen before. I mean, it's difficult to get the hang of at first all the different things you can do in the game to make yourself a better hunter. But after a while, it just becomes second nature. Like anything, really. Also a matter of getting used to not just being out in the field and hunting stuff, but all the stuff that you can do when you're not out hunting stuff. Like I was just at the resource center getting bounties, checking on my farm. I can check ecological research to get more info on monsters. Because the more times you fight monsters, the more in-game info you get about them. They really tried to make this as player-friendly as possible. Like the Monster Field Guide. In the old games, it would tell you basically what you're seeing now, which is smallest one you've hunted, the largest one you've hunted, and the descriptions of it. But in this game, as you progress more and fight them more and pick up their tracks more, you learn more about them. So it'll tell you like what parts of the monster can be broken or severed off, what elements it's weakest against, what status ailments it's weakest against, and it'll even tell you what rewards you can get from it, carving, or just in the quest rewards after, and how often they drop. Yeah. The first section of the game is heavily tutorialized. It introduces you to the idea of hunting smaller monsters, being able to hide from monsters if you don't want a large monster to see you, general movement controls, and when something new gets introduced in the game, it'll make sure to have a tutorial pop up explaining everything about the game. In fact, I think I still have some of the tutorials with me. I can't remember where they are because I haven't been reading them. I have a main that I play with. This is one that I'm only playing for streams. Do I continue running Valhazak? I'm of two minds on it. I could just go fight the quote-unquote final monster now, but not a fan of the equipment that I have right now. Anything about playing Monster Hunter is just all good, just like watching the gameplay. Oh, that's cool. Anything is just getting used to the idea of paying attention to how the monster moves. Because it always has some way that it moves before it does a certain attack. And it's just a matter of knowing where you have to be to not get attacked by that, and be able to quickly attack it while it's recovering. Trying to get basic knowledge. Alright, that's cool. Well, if you're playing in a party, rule number 1 is always have life powder, because that's an item you can use to heal yourself and all of your teammates at the same time. Always bring plenty of potions. This is just something I do, but I always have a max potion. Oh, one really important rule. Every time you hunt something, remember to eat. Because this, depending on what you do, gives you not just more health and more stamina, but it gives you certain status effects, like increasing your attack, elemental resistance, defense, and it has a chance of activating the food skills at the bottom, which do various things, like Black Belt, Feline Black Belt, reduces the stamina that you use when you're evading monsters. Acrobat means that you won't just get knocked flat on your ass, so you'll be able to recover from getting hit faster. Let's see, what are some other good ones? Rider is one that I go for a lot, because that makes it easier to mount the monsters. You know what? Actually, I'm going to show you just a simple fight against one of the early monsters you'll see in the game. Get at a higher level so I don't just kill it way too fast. Go with Rathian. What are the benefits of trapping a monster? The benefit is you don't fight it as long. You don't have to completely drain its HP. You can just catch it without having to do the last part when it's usually the most aggressive. Sure, go defense. The other benefit of trapping is that you usually get a few extra rewards once the quest ends and it brings up that reward screen. You'll typically get more stuff there. But you might not want to do that, because if there's something you're specifically looking for that you have a higher chance of getting by carving from the monster, you may just want to kill it. Also, in this game, when you capture a monster... Oh, I can't show it, but there were things listed earlier that said, like, special arena quest. And, it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. There's this tiny little arena with, basically, like, mounted crossbows and cannon, mounts around it, and this big, like, spring-loaded spear called the Dragonator. And you can fight the monster in there. In a controlled environment, you can just kill it there and then get more rewards. And also, as a little added bonus, there's a particular part on this map where right after you capture the monster, it'll show up with a bunch of researchers, like, walking around, prodding at it, trying to study it. Sorry, I'm holding up the quest. Thunder is one of its bigger weaknesses. Might as well demonstrate what trapping the monster is like. You need to have a trap, and you need to have the where are my crank bombs. The thing is, even if a quest says hunt/slay this monster, if it's one of the larger monsters, you can hunt or capture it, and it'll still count as completing the quest. But if it's a capture quest and you kill it, well, you fail. Yes, technically Rathian is ones you'll see relatively early. Oh, it's right below me. There you are. Ouch. This is going to be a little annoying. Here's something you can do. There are a bunch of little toad things wandering around here that if you kick them, they'll emit a gas which will paralyze anything that goes into it. And that includes you and your palico. So there are useful things in the environment that you can mess around with to make your hunt a little simpler. That's the one annoying thing, is when you have multiple... Sorry, trying to focus. You have multiple monsters in the same area. If one of them roars, you can get stunned by it. Although there is an ability in this game... Yes! When you're in the mount, you can be on a few different points on the monster. For Rathian in particular, you can be on the head, the back, or the tail, and just mash the attack button to stab it repeatedly. When you see the sides of the screen go red, you have to hold R2 to not have your stamina drained. Because if your stamina drains completely, you'll get thrown off. Also, it might like charge into a wall or something. And if that happens, you just move to a different part on the monster, and you'll be fine. I don't know what call damage is, so I can't quite answer them. Oh, also the way you see me playing it right now isn't necessarily nice. Wasn't expecting the tail to come off that fast. There's also a way you can play this game where you'll have a camera that locks onto the monster and constantly keeps it focused. Oh, fall damage. Yeah, there's no fall damage in this. I don't think there has ever been fall damage in Monster Hunter. Oh. Yeah, this level in particular, there are a lot of really high places you can jump down from to get to the lower sections of the map much faster. Something else you can do in this game to travel really fast is you can open up your book and select any camp that you have available on the map, and you'll just instantly travel to it as long as you're not in battle. Oh, gonna get hit. It is broken. This monster, I've just fought it so many times. I just know what all the breakable parts are. Of course, this monster has been around for decades. Sword bar under my stamina. If you're talking about, oh, that one, sorry. That refers to weapon sharpness. Each weapon has, like, varying levels of sharpness, and the better your sharpness is, the less likely it is to deflect off of monsters. After a while, you do get to monsters which have, like, really tough skin. There's one that's basically made of rock. Trying to sharpen Rathian, give me some space. But what that bar means is, like, as you continue hitting stuff with your weapon, your sharpness will go down. And as it goes to different colors, that makes it, like, not as likely to penetrate through tougher skinned monsters. So at various points you gotta use your whetstone to sharpen your sword, hammer. I don't know how you sharpen a hammer, but you do it in Monster Hunter. I think... Yep, traveling there. Another thing, when you fight monsters more and gather their tracks, the radar will tell you exactly where they're going. You can always be one step ahead of them. Now, Rathian likes to come here because it'll frequently try to eat some of these other monsters to regain some health and stamina. Now, you said you were going to play it with friends. Have they played Monster Hunter before? Very nice, Lovebug. Ah! Back in the ass to aim. Yes! I love when that works out. Oh, missed it again. You would think with as much as I like doing this attack, I would be able to aim it. Really? You're just gonna try and do this right in front of me? I wish I could help you out more with Insect Glaive, but I've always been a longsword user in this. I mean, the other weapons I use are... Okay, this is a good example. You see how Rathian is very visibly limping compared to what it was doing before? That's one of the signs that it's weak enough to be able to capture it. You can also see it kind of limping as it flies. Go back to its nest. So, I'm going to take advantage of having a camp way up here. I've just fought this monster so many times, I know where it goes when it's really weak and needs to rest. Won't need to sharpen for what I'm going to do. Okay. So, when monsters are weak, they'll run off to their lair, try to catch some Z's. Because that's how they recover health, aside from eating stuff. But, drop a couple of tranq bombs, and put down a trap. And that is an example of a capture. Basically, you've just tranquilized them almost into a coma, and you're going to haul them back to the base. Does it heal while it flies? No. With rare exceptions, monsters do not heal as they are running from zone to zone. There is a slight research bonus for trapping the monster. I want to demonstrate what I was mentioning before. Yep, there it is. When you capture a monster, it shows up here. All the researchers gathered around it. And another little detail is any parts that you break or sever from the monster are visible on the monster that's captured here. I just thought that was a cool little detail. Still debating what to do. You know what? I mentioned Xeno'jiiva when I posted about this stream earlier. I think I gotta go for Xeno'jiiva. Pretty sure this is the best weapon I would have to do that. This might be the better option. Can I play movies? Now, when you say movies, do you mean like play out certain cutscenes that happen through the game? I just want to make sure that that's what you're talking about. Oh! Oh, okay. Might as well just go that. Basically just demonstrating like how the weapon looks in action. In fact, might as well show the insect glaive one. Big thing about the insect glaive is just being able to use your kinsect to hit the monster in certain areas and get certain buffs. One that's kind of goofy, but if you get the hang of it, party members love you for it, is the hunting horn. Basically, it's a giant club that you blow into to make music. And depending on what note you play, it triggers a bunch of different buffs for the entire party. Alright, if I'm gonna do this, gotta gear up. I don't even know if I'll be able to kill this thing, but going after it anyway, because I said I would. Anything else I need? I guess just for emergencies, I'll take a Farcast. Okay. I wanted Groomer because that lowers the duration of like status ailments and status effects that are triggered against you. Time to put up or shut up. Hope you do not mind the end of the game being spoiled. Well, quote unquote end of the game. Because there are things that show up after that.
Yeah. Sure. Sa.
And away we go.
Mary.
When you die, do you lose anything? No. Well, technically, yes. When you faint in this game, because that's what it's called, what happens is you get sent back to the nearest camp that you have, and if you ate before the quest, all your food buffs are gone. But you retain all your equipment, all of your items, and there are places at the camp where you can eat again and get those buffs back. Although, if you die within like the first 10 minutes of the quest, you have to wait before you can eat again. Care for cutscenes or stories? That's a fairly common sentiment among a lot of, like, really die-hard Monster Hunter players. Several of them pay absolutely no attention to the characters, the stories, and what have you. Which is a shame, because there's a lot of work that goes into localizing Monster Hunter. And there are tons and tons of puns and in-jokes. Oh, and just if you're wondering, I have the language set to Monster Hunter language. Because there is, like, supposedly, like, a separate little language for this whole universe of games. Kind of funny, I saw someone complaining about how the lip sync was off. That's because the lip sync is set to Monster Hunter language, not English or Japanese or any of the other languages. The more I think about it, I'm wondering why they didn't speak English. Yeah, that was my choice. You can switch the language whenever. I think I'm the only one amongst my friends who said, I'm sticking to Monster Hunter language. But yeah, they have like a full English voice cast for this. By the way, I'm sorry if I don't talk much through this fight, but I'm probably going to be concentrating. For the record, if you're wondering why my character looks strange, it's because I used a random number generator for every single feature, including things like eye color, skin tone, hair color, makeup. Okay, go time. One fight where they pretty much expect you to use the SOS flare, but I'm going to try and do it solo. Oh, I moved out of the way. By the way, when you do the suicide dive, you are invincible. And I mistimed that one. Damn it. A little further this way. Oh, it's pissed. Alright, part 2. floor is literally lava right now. Crap, crap, crap. Uh-oh.
Guess wish I were a bowgun user.
Stay down. No, you cannot trap this guy because he's considered an elder dragon. Got it. Been a while since I fought that thing with armor that's close to its level. So I did not know how that was going to go, especially when I ran out of pods while it was flying around. And if you're a gunner or a bow user, you don't care if it starts flying around, you can still hit it. Kind of surprised I didn't end up getting a gem from that. This has been a weird night. I don't get gems from that one, even though that is by far the most common gem drop from a monster. But I've gotten 2 from Valhazak.
Malnurante, Lara Igater, Estero Elelina. スーガルク
Thanks, Sliced Bread 4. See you later. Hope you enjoy the game when it comes out on PC.
ティムリートゥトゥマガルドンノツアルスーキアーメムキルトリハイドルーグイルグーゼナニュラーグアガムートトゥアミスラクナーザ
オミーテジベギーデンゾラマグダラオスオルタレーソフィーポハールニューデイトラメトゥークロリダあツミーネミセキナレ
Ugh.
クーグは
I need to start designing characters so that I don't flinch when I see a close-up of them.
もうきげなひなしょうミクファファイナザラセイメンルーキビモーリダネシトレアタモツラアデルワルワシダシミストルガ ソスラキースギムリークサポーガナナクトルークロミールデシュラデビダーゼメガルポニュージメムハトレギルーマでミキレディユーイミシアトゥノ ニューシーヒメヒストゥキラプスアトルスニューラートイフマバトドトゥゴーシアセハルセハマセイティイガーブラトリナオリビア
I really like Monster Hunter Gato in this game.
マシアルティアガーラガララウジ スモラミガルドクゼキムだメミトールデスメリグエアツイミクミガルドリーレムズクーゼミキゼノジーバデシゲムトムエミールだラポークメムキルトメルーガスエアトゥールテートキルクルーシアモルデ Denisha! Loss! Oragareto to Luke Loharda. Gere Lumini Lega. Keto Mutueji. Ji Oda. Honoruda. Urames Ukikura. Orha Uha Kitari. Toe. Jio Kiguna. Eso? Ladamu! Porphyra Luganis!
ミーフタラスーモミークだ
And there we are. How many parts did it take me to get through this? I'm actually gonna go check. Hold on. I think this is part 22. I don't know how that compares to how quickly I got through Try, but I think it's faster. Well, now the question remains, what do I do with this character? Do I start going online with it? And I basically completed what the game considers the campaign. Now it's just a matter of how far do I want to go in the game with it. Because there's still, like, as you progress through the hunter ranks, things that you unlock and things that you can face. Like starting to face tempered monsters. Double tempered Basilgeuse. Tempered Kirin. Arc-tempered monsters. Unastra, now Behemoth. Devil Joe, although we saw that a couple of times earlier. Right now, what I'm thinking is, at the very least, I will go online with this character now. I mean, I'll start using the SOS flare, I'll join in other quests. And if I really want to make it a chill stream, I'll go and do all the little stuff you can do on each individual map. Like hunting down the rare creatures, completing the quests for all the field researchers. I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw that pop up in the credits, just nice, calm ocean. Half of me was expecting a Cedius to breach out of there with the single horn, mind you, and then crash back into the water. But no, that doesn't happen. You know what? This game came out in January. I've been playing it consistently since. Still not tired of it. Yeah, there have been periods where I don't play it for a little bit. But I haven't just said, I am so sick of Monster Hunter, I don't even want to look at it. You know what they should have put in here? Devil Joe rocketing over the ocean with his breath. Godzilla style. An amazing cartoon. If you haven't seen that, I forget the name of the person who makes those animations. There are two different YouTubers who have done Monster Hunter animations. But the one with Devil Joe rocketing over to the new world is pretty entertaining. You know what? I also forgot how long these credits are. I'm thinking... Yeah, I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back. In case you can't tell, I'm back. And Xeno'jiiva's still dead. Yeah, kudos to every single person who contributed to this game. I love it. Including the people who worked on versions that I'm not playing. Like, I see you guys who worked on the Brazilian version. I saw the logo and thought, oh, we're getting to the end. No. Now I'm pretty sure we're getting to the end. Starting to see multiple logos for all the things like the game engines, the audio Studios. Studios. Or not. And we're getting down to senior producers. There we go. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the best-selling game in Capcom history. No joke. After like a couple months, it overtook Street Fighter 2. Oh geez, I've been going at this for 3 years. I should definitely call it. Once I'm back in game and make sure everything's saved. All right. Honestly, I wasn't expecting the I wasn't expecting to be 27. I was just thinking maybe 23 at max. That is going to do it for this stream. Thank you, anyone, for watching. Whether you are familiar with Monster Hunter or like a previous viewer just trying to learn, I'll certainly answer any questions. But I will catch you guys on this next week. Later.